firm on that, because you're getting real big. I'm losing the you game. That's not what I'm not. You're not here for that. Get all big. Get down from there. You see me, right? I think I'm stuck. I'm back. Now get down from there. Down. Me and you gonna have a little talk, man. No chastising today. I'm mostly active. Get down. Down. Thank you. Trying to press your luck, buddy. Think you're funny. I don't need some bread on these, but it'll be it. Grand elevation, grand rising, everybody. I'm just making some juice, man. You know, I'm just sitting around, just letting, hey, if you want to come in, you want to watch, I can tell you what I'm doing. It's all right. So I'm getting some raw beets. It's not good to use steam to cook. After I do this, I'm attempting to move fast, so I'm not, you know, uploading a video where I got to do all that splicing and editing. I just don't be filmed like that. It's not a living for me. So, I mean, if I was getting paid by YouTube, then I'd be like on the computer up to like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but no. So, I'm taking 2 raw beets. I can do all 3. I got 3 different types of apples. I'm using Honey Crisp. 1 green bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper. I'll use the green again. Celery, use the rest of that, and a little lemon and lime this time with some ginger. So yeah, it's still beet juice. It still gets you nice oxide, good for your blood pressure and all that. And so is cinnamon. So is almonds, apricots. You know, good for your blood pressure. So you know, diet means what you eat. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose weight from what you eat. I mean, your diet consists of nothing but meat and fats or vegetables or fruits or air. I don't know. That's all diet means. It doesn't literally mean, you know, when people say I'm going on a diet, I mean, I say to them, what you already eating, guy? A lady? They mean, what you mean? I say, look, diet only means, it's not to be better or nothing. I'd say it with love and compassion, because, you know, who would say it if they knew better and if they knew better and didn't say anything? That means there was no love or no conviction or love. Anyway, I would say, look, diet only means what are you eating? That what you're putting in your body. I mean, it might be drugs. Your diet might be drugs. So, not speaking that, but that's the reality. Sad one, but the reality. You know what I mean? All right. So the food narrator. Sure. So, my hands will now be red for about an hour. Okay, here we go. And I'll have to bleach you again. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cleaver out and I'm going to go ahead and chop these up. Get everything ready. Well, green pepper I have to do different, so let's put it in here. I dry out the top part that has the most seeds on it. I dry it out and collect the seeds, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I do. So what I do is I take that part. See right here, there's 2 up here drying already, and then I dry all the way, and I let it dry out. And then I take the seeds and save them. Okay. Things you might normally hear me say I may address, right? But I'm going to say something because I believe some of you are ready for it, and I think that you may benefit from it. I don't think it's not being worried about everybody what they think, but hopefully I can reach everybody. This is also based upon myself. I don't just do this because I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to walk a mile in your feet. I'm here to walk beside you, and you beside me. All right, let's cut these beets up, get them ready for the juicer. And you are what you eat, and I mean literally. I mean what you put in your body, your thoughts, how you magnify them, what it does to you, and hopefully today. Before the reading, I can elevate you on a different, I can have you look at things a little different. Okay? then I'll read something to you that I posted yesterday, but I guess most of you are just more the same. Most of y'all haven't seen, or maybe they're shadow banning it. I don't know. I don't give them energy. I don't, whatever they do, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't stress me or anything. So I don't even want to speak on the shadow banning and all that nonsense no more, because that's what they're going to do. It doesn't matter. I'm entertaining it just by speaking it. I'm giving it legs. We'll drop that. I'm here to create content for you that's of benefit. To learn, to teach. So that way you can learn, you can be better teachers or good teachers or become teachers. And I can be a good student, and I can sit back and watch what you guys share. I believe I've walked y'all to a point where now I can relinquish some more things. Like I said, last night I didn't go live because the original Copper Empress, you had Attitude, you had all these different people going live at a certain time. They usually, Copper she does, so I don't mind. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to sit there and start a competition, because people will come around when they come around. So, and I want her to get her message out, which is a beautiful thing, regardless of how she does it. I enjoy that. Magmean has something going, and I was like, you know what? I need people to pay attention to other people as well. Okay? It's a beautiful thing. Yet, I'm also aware that what I do is very valuable, and it will be. And like I said, I'm not here for the masses. I'm not here to entertain the masses. I'm just not. Because the masses are the masses. And I love the masses. So, you dig what I'm saying? You'll get it. Alright, we're about ready. Just gotta wash off the I was gonna add some cucumber to this, but you can actually dice the cucumber up and you can just add it right to it. Literally, you can dice the cucumber up and add it water, like infused water. Excellent. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is still crisp, but it's getting close to the wilting stage. So I'm gonna take the green, put the rest of the food iterator, and rinse it off with the agua, the water. Now I'm gonna make it quite a bit. So I may have to use a mason jar to preserve the rest of it. Okay? So this is my taters for later, for my eggplant, and my dirty rice, another one. I really like that stuff. And some avocado for my juice. I'm gonna make this right here is smaking. I'm gonna make this right after this, and you'll see. Let's go ahead and this is what I have left. A delicioso. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna freshen it up. Okay? And I'm gonna add a little more green to it. All right, we're doing a little more than half green bell pepper. So, excuse me. All right. All right, let's get it going. It's gonna be a little loud. Okay. I forgot. I unplugged it for the air fryer. Well, one of the air fryers I have, but I like the small one. It's only me, so. All right, here we go. We're gonna add ginger and lemon right now. Just a little bit. I have fresh ginger. I just don't want to use that right now. Ginger oil, about quarter of a teaspoon, excuse me. All right? We're gonna add the lemon and lime after. So what the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add the apples. Well, the apples with this beet juice in there. I could bring it over here and just show you, I guess. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll bring it over. Let me get this one in. Bring it over and let you see. All right. So, like I said, you speak what you are into reality, and you are what you perform and how you perform. And if you're worried about anybody else in this world, something's wrong with you, prolifically. All right. Trust me. But we'll have that discussion. These are what I usually cook with all the time. This is what I don't take to remind myself. Okay. That's why it's there. It's very old too. So. What you see here, excuse the mess, as little as it may be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the apples. Apple jumping in the back. We don't want them in the back. No dirt. No. All apples right now. All apples. Because it adds a little froth. Now I'm going to add a couple of celery. Want the leaves, especially. I'm adding all the celery because it's getting close to wanting to wilt. Now we're going to add one more. One apples. Now we're going to add some more green bell peppers to the blend. It's all organic. I detest that word, but it's cool. The core of the apple goes as well. I forgot. Let's get the beets going. Can you see? Okay. I'm being a little sloppy, blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't have this blue or these Timberlands on, but I wanted to get it done and show you guys before I make my juice. And this I'll sip on throughout the day, tomorrow. And then I'll take a break from this around Thursday or Friday. I won't drink no more beet juice, oh my goodness, for about 3 days to see how I'm doing, which I'll be just fine. Okay, these beets were a little smaller, so it's just perfect. The other ones were very big. They were humongous, like the red onions, so that's why I filled it up. As you see here, and there it is. All right, now I got to rinse all this off and everything, but we're going to add the lemon and lime to it. Let me go ahead and get that. And then pour everything into the aerator. All right, and we'll go ahead. I got to wash this again, at least this. So we're going lime juice. Lime juice. Okay, here we go. I can use fresh lime. We're just going to use oil. Okay? I'm letting it run. Get all of it out. See how it's still coming? You want it all. You don't want to waste nothing. Now, do I have another Ziploc? I think I should have picked up some Ziploc bags, but I'm not worried about it. I usually shave the pulp. I was going to show you how I made these little vegan meatballs and patties and stuff. But I've got plenty in the fridge. So when I make those, I'll show you. I don't like to have a whole bunch of that crap. It's good for using it if you're going to make, for growing. Compost, it's really good for that. Now I can put it in my compost bottle and just let it sit there and you let it age. Eggshells, banana peels, if you peel your apples and all that you get in there. It's good stuff. Now some of you, when I talk today, y'all might be like, is he losing his focus? No, actually I'm bringing you into focus. Or assisting you to come into focus. We're going to add about 2 teaspoons, a tablespoon almost. And same thing with the lemon, about the same amount. And this will keep it a little fresh for a while. Instead of, how to use BHTs and all that kind of crap. And it adds to alkalinity. You want the alkalinity when it comes to the beet juice, but you want to make sure it's partial and it helps cut. So that way you don't have the business infringements that go on in your system. Now I could add the rest of this, but satiation, bro. Oh my goodness. All right, let's break this down before I remove it, so we don't get a whole lot of stain stuff up here. All this is excellent. Oh wow, what a waste. It's raw. It's delicious. All this is excellent for making patties, meatballs, whatever your hot dog, sausages, whatever you want to make, depending on what seasons you utilize. Okay? Well, I'm just going to wash it into the fruit aerator and leave it at that. And then come back later and we'll soak it and clean it up. Hold on, Papa. I know you want to play, but not right now. Hold on. Okay? Oh, it's delicious. Oh, it's so sweet. Raw. It's better to eat raw food. Are you aware of that, guys? It is. It's in a micro and everything. All that stuff is good to use, guys. All of it. But not me, not today. And don't feel battered or beat up or bruised because you feel like you're wasting it. You're not wasting it. You just listen to me. What I'm going to talk about is going to might hopefully change enough of y'all's direction and focus. Now, I know we all think we know everything, and that's a beautiful thing. We should feel that way. I want you to believe you know everything. That's what we need. Don't feel like you don't. Better to make mistakes and correct them and not beat yourself up. Anywho, let's go ahead and then you'll see why I made a choice. And I must maintain it, regardless of what I go through. Hey, Papa, did I even get no water on you? There's no juice in them? Sorry, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get the pot out. And all this, man, save this stuff right here. It's fabulous to use with black beans, chickpeas, and all that. Lima beans, pinto beans. Keeps the fiber, so much fiber. And you really want to have that. You hear me? You want fiber in your diet more than anything. You hear me? Fiber, people. Watch you guys up later. Yeah, get ready to make this. Let's get this bottle up and wipe this down. Get all this back in the Frigidaire. In the Frigidaire, yes, I have plenty of stuff in my refrigerator, as you can see, plenty. Okay. This one's empty. So let me get my tea. My tea. You know I have my tea, guys. I'm hungry, Joe. All right, set this back. These nails I freeze for each morning I make that. So, wipe the bottom off. What in the fuck? This is my favorite. I got some coconut stuff up here. I didn't even notice that. Wipe all this down. Coconut. I know I can rinse it off, right? But that's just me, y'all. I'm the one here, so I fill my sink up, man. I don't care. And I have something else to do. I know, Alexander be like, oh man, you always washing dishes and doing clothes. And, yeah, man. Oh, man, I just made a mistake. There we go. All right, we're going to get a little water on here, a little soap, so we get the stain out. So it'll be back to the wood, chopping board it is. Actually, he walked up on it and broke the handle. I don't even know how that happened, but it happened, okay? All right. Here's my tea. Dandelion tea, of course, but I'm not going to have it tomorrow on the next day, and I believe maybe Saturday is when I'll have it again. So, we're going to put this in the fridge. I'm going to give it a little shake. And there we go. Ba-dang, 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 bang, bang, bang. All right? Let's go ahead and put that over here, and now we're going to make my juice. Excuse me, Papa. You're fine. Don't jump. All right, so put this over here. Holy smack. Oh. I want to say, man, this thing is full like a mop. What's going on here? All right. So we're going to make cachava. I took 2-3 days off from eating cachava. So what I'm going to do is lower this back down. I'm going to make my cachava today. So I took 2 days off. 2 days off from eating. I didn't have it for 2 days. I ate more salad. Yesterday you saw I had eggs. All right. So I only had it because I got them. I don't need them. I have mung beans that are like eggs. So I take mung beans with paprika and I add what's called, this is nutritional yeast. So this with the mung beans, the fake egg, right? And paprika, parsley and a little bit of onion, salt or whatever. Fried up in some coconut oil. It's like eggs. It's just like eggs, people. And you can add some diet cheddar cheese, whatever kind of cheese you want to add to it. All right, so let's get the coconut water out. I only got like 4 left. Do I have any more down here? Oh, I got like 4 down there too. Okay. So we're gonna add 12 ounces. 12. Let me see. All right, that's a cup. Let's go up to 2.5 cups. All right. Oh, it's about 12, 13 ounces. You can go up to 14, 16 ounces. Depends on what you want, how you're going to do it, you know. All right. The nail. I should have put it in there earlier, y'all. It's not frozen, but it's cold, so it's good enough for me. And I want mine to be sweet because cachava is dark cocoa, y'all. It's not sweet. So I usually eat my canelos, my bananas green, because I don't like them sweet. But when I have this, I like them sweet a little bit, because you get what I'm saying. Now, avocado. Ah, man, all the knives. Gotta rinse them off. Depends on vegetable fruit. Anyway, let's get half an avocado. All right. You can do a small. You don't have to do a large half. Me, I'm going to actually do a small half because I got actually another piece in the fridge for my salad later too. All right. So just see that. Remember we put lime and plastic around this, and it'll keep for about 2-3 days. So I'm just going to scoop this out right up in there. Put you in there. Put it somewhere. We're going to use a soup spoon. It's not really a soup spoon, but it's bigger. And I'm just going to scoop it out into it with the nail. All right. See that? I know a lot of people say, "Damn, Red, do he like?" Okay, he's showing his Latino side. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Some of this. My brother calls him Mansa Musa and is ignorant, talking about Mother Africa and stuff. He don't even know what the hell he's talking about. Dwight has a clue. His father, I know his father's by genealogy, but I love him. I love both of them. But you think they will listen. But arrogance happens when the baby boomers get ignorant and do dumb shit. Now, what I'm adding to this is 1 teaspoon of flaxseed. Why? Pretty basic, simple. Omega-3, fatty acid, and also what else? B17. All right? Excuse me, guys. I didn't put everything up, so it's kind of it is what it is. Not embarrassing. You want to see a lung exercise I used when I was in the hospital when my lungs were swollen? I was drowning on blood. I use this now, you know, as a lung exercise. Now, I mean, I get all the way to the top and I can hold it up there for a very long time. People go like, what are you doing, man? How you do that? I'm like, yo, dude, it's exercise, bro. And I break this out once or twice a week, and I'll do it for like 10 minutes, like getting lightheaded. So if you're in the medical field and you can afford one or get one, it's great exercise for you, for your lungs. This is not about losing weight. I'm going to address that too. This is not about none of that nonsense. I want you to have a clear understanding when I start discussing these few little things and make them practical in your life. Am I going retarded or something? It's good to be retarded sometimes. Trust me. It's not an end, nor is it destructive. Oh, no. I got mason jars all up in there, guys, and I'm not putting those up nowhere. They're going to stay right there. So, tablespoon. No, teaspoon. Rinse. This side. Dry. Right. All right, and then we'll add the 2, which calls it chava. It's going to be pretty full. It's going to be a big breakfast for me today. Just one teaspoon. I had to look at it, you know, and you know what? I don't even know what I've got my glasses on, got me all blind and everything. I don't need them in here. We're dumb retarded. I love it. Okay, so there's coffee. Tea. Oh man, it's getting cool because I'm leaving the friggin' spoon in there. So warm, so it's hot, but not.
Janet from Chicago.
Well, I'm live right now, so we don't do that. Janet from Chicago. Hey, original Lone Wolf. That's what's the name off the which card? We'll see what's up with her in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get it started, and then we'll add these to it. So everybody calls me, y'all, and that's a beautiful thing. I wish more people would call, but it's all right. All right, so let's get this going. We don't want to, because we don't want all the powder around the sides. So that's good enough. Let's go ahead and take the top off. And then once we add the first scoop, we'll get it going a little faster, and then we'll add the second. We'll incorporate the second one. All right? It's going to make a little mess, but it's all right. A little more. There we go. Want a whole cap. No cap, a whole cap. Now we add a little more. There we go. There we go. Now it's not like you need all that because you have in the avocado and the ganel, you have potassium, you have minerals and all that good stuff. I refrigerate all mine, except for the ones that are like maybe like 2 servings left. I should have used those. I'm waiting for the vanilla because I never had the vanilla before. Get it, buddy, get it. You see it? Coming in, starting from the snow, man. Warm water, stir it around, run the machine a little bit, let it aerate a little bit, and we're going to let it sit there for a little bit. All the way up. Make sure it all came out. Alright, a little water and let it sit. I do this because I add a little vinegar a little later on to clean all the, keep the seals going, this, that, and other, and then I oil everything with olive oil on the rubber seal. This is what I do. I'm not saying you have to do it. Works for me. This thing is about 8 years old, so I have another one just in case it ever decides to go on me because I use this stuff all the time. So we're going to put some warm water in there. We're going to sit it right up on top. There's only, all right? And we're going to have a little vinegar in there. Just a little bit. Yes, apple cider vinegar. All right? About a dash. About a tip of a teaspoon. Run it, and you let it stay there for a minute. Put it on low. Just like that. All right? Now don't mess with that. Don't. I don't want to chew it, bro. Hey, what you got, man? What you got, bro? What you got, man? What's that? What's that? What's that? Get it. That's my little brother. All right. Green pepper, I'm gonna set you over here. Woo! Hey! Come on, Papa. Yes, sir. Look out, watch it, buddy. Yeah, get up in your spot, man. Be all up in my grill, man. Why you sitting in my seat getting the hair over there, bro? Man, get off my foot, bro. That's almost like me right, let's turn the heat off. So it is still snowing. Holy smack. All right. Let's turn this stuff down. It looks beautiful. I love the snow, man. The snow is beautiful. All right, let's lower this down a little bit. Dude, I didn't know it was that hot, bro. Sheesh. I am not the Grinch. All right, let's go. I'll sit that one out there. All right. I'm gonna enjoy my tea. I can sit there, I get the spoon and stir it. I'll drink that. Probably in the next 45, 50 minutes. I won't even drink. I'm just gonna enjoy this dandelion root tea because for 2 days I'm not gonna drink this. Today is Tuesday, right? So Friday is when I'll have another one. And then I won't have dandelion tea for the weekend. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll have it for 3 days. Then I'll start it back over. So I'm gonna read something to you guys that I send to myself a lot of stuff. Okay? Okay. I started. Okay. I'll take this hoodie off in a minute. All right, I'm gonna read this, and I posted it, and most people didn't get it because there is an 8th principle. It says principles have to come first, yet trivia seems to be the narrative, based upon conditioning. 7 general principles of natural order or law to which elude all. Now, I think I've addressed. Well, let's see. It's not about whether I've addressed them or not. Let's address them now. 1, mentalism. You know, everything to exist was a thought to which manifests and are to our existence. Morality is now lost and the enemy can attack. And the enemy, a lot of time, is yourself. And we'll get into that. I'll get into that. 2, correspondence. Everything is as above as it is below. It's a mirror thing. A hologram or mirror image. And you must know this. The thing is to distract you and make you believe you're one-dimensional when you're beyond infinitesimal dimensional. The universe is within as perceived outside. That is as above as below. Not so. So is like, I should. Should doesn't lead to anything. That is the denotation that removes this obstruction. Okay, vibration is number 3. It's a principle of natural order and law. Everything has there is no rest or dead motion. There's no such thing. The body, when we have been convinced that it's dead, the morgue and all that, what's obvious, it is breaking down. So there are things living and eating or feeding or whatever it is. It is systemic to the order to which it exists. Even the bones, unless fossilized, and even fossilized is energy. Because we perceive it on the perceptions of what we've been given. That means we go to the first principle that was removed. All right, the morality of the truth is lost, and then there's no correspondence. We don't recognize the state or the truth of the nature. Why? Because our vibration has been so lowered. Polarity. Now this is my sent to myself. Polarity. Everything has an opposite. Hot and cold are the same though, but it's what degree. See, this is the facsimile that most people don't get. Just because one is hot and one is cold, and that's why I was doing that little, I'm Mr. Heat Miser, I'm Mr. Cold, I'm Mr. 101, I'm Mr. Zero Below. See, that is a degree. That is the only thing that changes it. Like she or he went from 0 to 150 in a hot second. We say these things without annotating the curse. I don't like that word. But what we implore upon ourselves because of our mentalism, the lost fact of it, there's no truth in correspondence. We don't recognize self. And the vibrations are so low. So the polarity, hot and cold are the same. We don't recognize it. We don't recognize it. We don't see eye and eye. We don't see ourselves in ourselves. That's why I'm always saying, look in the mirror. I'm addressing things. So we get there. Just different degrees as I can be perceived as absent, as one could be perceived as absent as the other. And the now consciousness, there is a difference. So if I'm pissed off at you and I go out and I supposedly take your life, that's another admonition of death, which there's none. So we do that, and the next day we're in a jail cell, and based on other people's unscrupulous behavior who lack all principles as well, and we're sitting there going, "Wow, I could have thought that through." But this thing we call ego and arrogance, and which is false in its entirety. We'll sit there and, I can't show that. Yeah, I took his life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what does that lead to? That leads to rhythm. Everything has a rhythm. We manifest based upon rhythm, which compensates rhythm changes, but based upon higher levels of consciousness. So we lower our consciousness. So we aggregate our mentalism. We're based on our polarity and no vibration, so there's no correspondence. And we break the rhythm, which number 6 is natural law. Cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause, even if it's very, very long away, even if it's in a different place or state. Number 7, free will, which has been plagiarized, and only a true enemy could do that. I want to give that individual a strength, okay? Doesn't matter what you want to say. I'm in your religious dialect. I'm not here to beat you up. I'm here to show love and compassion. Very possible. What was Satan's job? Whatever name they wanted to use in the perversion, right? No, we address things as it is. It doesn't mean you're a fool or a pushover, but you don't be stuck in that. When you're stuck in that, it means if you don't have all your morals and everything together, if you don't have your rhythm, if you don't have your mentalism, if you don't have your vibration, if you don't know what natural law is, you know what I'm saying? If you can't recognize the correspondence like I'm delivering to you, then you're going to run to everything that feeds you, the things that keep you at a low vibration, low frequency, if you want to, per se. All right, so free will operates within boundaries. You can break natural laws within the boundaries based upon free will, and there are consequences. It doesn't matter. Even the enemy that's doing the things and setting up things that may be coming out, those who run along with it, they may believe there's no consequences. They cannot even, and I don't want to exasperate this, they cannot even imagine the consequences. I'm not saying it's heavy or deep. I'm not giving it. It's not for me to do that. All right? So time lag is real, no matter what is done. Time lag means with the consequences, because you don't feel nothing, because we got so-called serial killers, and this is not to bring fear. I'm gonna get into that, addressing that, but this is to point out things. They don't get it. So we have those who walk around now like whatever name you want to think of in certain positions, right? It's going to catch up to them, and they believe they know what's going to happen. So, and the thing is, they don't, because they don't have no moral subjugation. There's no morality. There's no principle within them. There's not a polarity. Everything is abscond. They have accepted power and it's corrupted. So they have removed the dialect, excuse the food, anyway, they removed the dialect of the truth. And that's what I'm here to discuss. Okay? So let me address this. I believe in positive affirmations. Why? Because I'm utilizing them right now. I have to. We walk around every day, and we are stressed. We have medical things that are like diabetes, anger, hatred, no resilience. And the thing is, we're creating that. We're literally creating that. We are creating a disease within us. The diabetes, the cancers, we are creating it. And how are we? Because we are showing self-hatred. We're manifesting in stressed environments. We're allowing those things to become us. We are magnifying them because nobody has nurtured us in a way to know. How do we break free? You ever have somebody say, hey man, why you at that job? Yo man, I can't stand this place. And this guy looks like he wants to go postal. And you say to him, why don't you just leave? Do you know that when you sit there and say, let me leave? Now, sometimes when you don't have somebody to direct you, it doesn't mean that you can't direct them as well. This is the beautiful thing. And you say, you know what, let me leave without an admonishment of moving my principles, my morals, subjugating myself to a lower self of vibrations and frequencies, but raise yourself to a compassion and love of self and go, I'm quit, I'm done. Hey, y'all have a good time. You've seen it in movies, right? But you never acclimated to your real world because you've allowed yourself to stay in this purgatory, to think it's bliss that you have to pay this bill. So you must be there because this place you want to call the world has perverted you so much that they want you to be stressed. They want you to hold on that job to pay them bills so you don't get these experiencing all this and fika and all this nonsense that has nothing to do with the truth. Because if you want to be rich, you don't say, I should be rich. Should doesn't elevate to anything. Should is condescending. It's saying as if, you could, you can, but you're not going to do nothing. But if you say I am rich, and you start to say that all the time, you'll be that. Rich in what? It doesn't matter. If you want to be monetary, then say I am rich in fiat. And your object, you will manifest something different if you see that as being rich. I seek self-enrichment. Okay, I'm not here to tell you because I have my compassion and love for you is for real. I want you to be able to relinquish all the false desires and implement the real ones. I say things to certain individuals. I'm like, yo, catch a plane and come on. They're all encompassed and it's stressful by an environment that is not comforting. And I don't want them to look outside. I want them to look inside themselves to magnify that place to a better position. Or say, you know what, I'm going to take a breathe. Nobody's going to stop this. I'm magnified. I'm going to enjoy myself. We pervert things based on an illusion that was given to us that has no vibration, no frequencies, no harmony, no anything. Nothing. No mirror, no reflection. Nothing that's going to allow us to be what we truly are. I'm going to tell you this. I want you to say this with me. I want you to say this with me. Okay? And you say this throughout the day. If you need to record or write it down, and trust in yourself. Not so much me. I love you. But just watch, just listen. I am willing to release the pattern within. Listen, I need you to say this, and I want you to say it with me now. I am willing to release the pattern within me that is creating this experience or this condition. I am willing to release the pattern within me that is creating this pattern or condition. You want to free yourself from it. Whatever it may be that is holding you back. Now, I'm not sitting there saying that you're going to have this obstacle of when you do something, you're going to sit there and go, oh man, I just broke my bank. You must not be obtruse. You must not be the objection of surrender. You must never change when you start saying this. This is a positive affirmation. That's why it's important to look in the mirror. Some people say, I'm fat. Man, you're beautifully fat. So what? So what? And I'm loving the people who are embracing it. Now you women don't mean you're supposed to go run around putting on yoga pants, not doing yoga and showing your cheese everywhere. It's just not your loveliness. You're not supposed to do that. That's moral subjugation. Now you're forgetting certain principles. Okay? You're very skinny. If you suffer from an ailment, you got to speak the fact that you got to eat. You got to know this. It's not about life or death because there is no death and there's always life, but nothing stops. You have to see things for what it really is. So we got a bunch of people still running around screaming, I'm Indian, I'm Indian. I love it. But that's not doing anything. What does that magnify? What does that mean? You're Indian. Oh, okay. So are we in the romper room? I'm not beating you up. What I'm saying is in a number of individuals, your polarity is off. You're not subjugating yourself to good, righteous principles. There's no mirror reflection happening. There's no vibration. There's no goodwill or intent. It is all self-amusement. Because now you've got 50 people and every one of them have a different script. And what's going to happen is this one's going to be angered and arguing with a bunch of Indian people who think they're Indians. And they're going to be in these little groups and they're going to be saying negative things. And those things manifest. You literally manifest. Your repetitive and reprobate speeches and everything manifest things. There's going to be those who can't find their family and they're going to hide from being able to express that to you. And they be like, well, I was adopted. And only a few may speak up, but even then, they're still perplexed with distress because there's nobody really to show them the appropriate love and say, it doesn't matter. You exist now. What you do with you today is what matters.
what you're accepting, who you are, and for who you are, know it. You don't have to argue or explain that to nobody. The explaining tree, I call it, I call it, when you explain, you're actually doing more than that. You're complaining. So it's to me, it's two words that combine into one. Okay, I'm not going to get into all that, but anyway, right? It's two words combined into one. So you're complaining and you're explaining. Makes no sense. It breaks you down. It's stressful. What does stressful do? Raise cortisol. What does cortisol do? It illuminates to what? You can have arthritis. You can have bad feet, balding hair, diabetes. Yeah, it alludes to all that. So when you start speaking these positive things and you remove yourself from that deflection, and then you realize that you're living and that you manifest these things, I don't care who you are. You literally do, no matter what happens. Stop breathing for 3 minutes. Do you think you stop when you take the next breath? You think you stop existing? Do you think life stops because of that? No, you would probably die. But die what? Nothing stops though. You might not be here, and as far as people's in perplexity, because they don't hold you in their heart. There's no love and compassion. We are at a terrible crossroads, and most people don't know this. And I'm not saying that for you to sit there going, oh my goodness. I'm saying change. We manifest change, people. No. And trust me when I'm saying this, I'm not alluding to something foreign. This has been hidden from you. You manifest change. Okay? Yeah. Say it with me. I am willing to release the pattern within me that is creating this experience, this negative experience, and this condition of mental apathy. You want mental telepathy, not apathy. Okay? Yes, positive affirmations. We speak it in reality because it is our reality. I keep saying to myself, boy, your posture, sit up. And I feel so light and so healthy and wonderful. I don't think y'all getting it. I have to walk a certain handful into a certain direction. And I always say to you, see what I'm doing, to see if you really see what I'm doing. I know everybody wants to be the smartest. Of course, speak it in the reality. The thing is, don't speak something that is not meant for you. Speak that which is meant for you and guaranteed that you know. It's not that you got to make yourself believe in something else. You've got to manifest and believe in that which you profess or claim. And if you're full of pain, what is it that's creating the pain? So you must be able to relinquish that. So I'm willing to release it. Right? And it's the patterns in me that create these bad patterns in these certain conditions that keep alluding to the bad patterns. You, speak them away. 7, there's an 8th principle too. And it's the principles of principles. There's no need to go into that. I think the 7 is more enough that you should have focus and pay attention to. Somebody said, hey, Red, how'd you just stop that pill? I said, you know what? The fractured part of me says, wait a minute, I got to remove this pattern that keeps creating in me, that keeps creating these conditions. And because I was wanting to say, and I'm going to say it for the sake of for admonishing, but to teach. I say I didn't really quit it because, see, that holds on to the dynamics of the things that could happen without me taking it. So I says, no, man. I says, don't even ask me that, brother. I love you. He looked at me like this. I love you too, bro. He didn't ask again. He didn't ask me. Do you see? You are more powerful than you can even imagine. Oh, know this. You are more powerful than you can imagine. See my butt. Get that back right. I've been doing that a lot lately, correcting my posture, because for somebody that's done Tai Chi and martial arts gymnastics and to have scoliosis, right? I'm not speaking, it's the reality I have it, guys. Why do I do that? It's pertinent to being is to facilitate a form of laziness, which I am not. And I have been, but it was a pattern based upon what? A condition, right? So I had to minister to myself. Now, it'd have been wonderful to have wonderful women around me to lay hands on me going, no, and to speak the same thing. No, brother, you got to remove that. Okay, you know what I mean? But that will happen. No, that's without a doubt. Whether here or dressing the last attire upon me, it's going to happen. I know it. So the thing is, you don't have to convince yourself. You know the reality. You speak it because it is the reality. You've been conditioned to speak the opposite, and it's had you in a reality, a condition in a state for a long time, right? Right? It's giving you experiences that you should never have, right? And why? And you've held on to it, practically and impractically, right? So how do you do it for the better? There's no how. You just do it. You release it. You release that condition. You let it go. You forgive yourself. You don't beat nothing else up. If you're big, you got a belly, you love it, man. I love it, man. So what? Yeah, it's not about so what either. Excuse me. It's about, man, that's all right. And then when you're around people who are going to sit there and bully, well, you see the pain in them that's going to attribute to something that's going to befall them and say, look, man, I love you, man. It's all right. And go about your business. You don't have to entertain anything. When I walk around, y'all see me looking through a car like I'm scared, right? Fear is the worst obstruction. No fear whatsoever. It's not that. It's acute awareness. It's something different. Now, because I can sense things and feel things, doesn't mean that I'm worried or afraid. Reactionary? Yeah. But what do I do it for? Because I'm supposed to be the protector. So if I'm supposed to be the protector of things outside of me, I'm supposed to be able to protect that which I am, right? I don't have to magnify it with all kind of, you heard me when I was dealing with this one. I had a big smile on my face. He could see it, and I was doing my best to remove it when I was giving him a little chastisement for break. He knew better, but I was like this, and you heard me come back. I'm laughing because it's very hard for me because I have no feelings that bind me to want to cause harm. There's no hate. It's not there. Some people want it and some people won't. There's nothing we can do about that. It's where are you at? I am expressing something to you that works. Let me hide my little L's. Excuse me. So look, y'all want me to read right now? If you want to I'll go ahead and read because I was going to read these. These are actually pretty dang good. I laid up last night reading the Giants and going through this a little bit, and I was like, oh man, I didn't read for them guys, and because my mind was perplexed over, not in a bad way. It was, I was like, you know what, just do it. I don't want to sit there and be a walking contradiction. It's not about it. And some of you might say, oh yeah, I do that all the time. Well, that's good for you. There's no need to say it if you do it. Are you alluding and helping? Are you assisting someone else? That's what's the beautiful thing. So I love the fact that you do that all the time. Wonderful. Don't talk about it on here. Do it somewhere else. Share it with somebody else. If you're doing it and somebody's wondering how, if you know what I'm speaking on, then share that with them. And don't magnify yourself. Don't glorify yourself. Be the love and embodiment of self. It will shine outward. It will shine outward. No, it really will. It will shine. It just. And even those who don't feel it will also be able to see it. That's the reason why I put my other nickname up in there. I says I want to see how people take it and react, because I know, and I talk about religion because I want to see if people are strong. And I've said what I said because I mean it. There's a reality. Okay, there's a reality, y'all, and it's not my reality. I just wanted to show that I can be the bully and play with it without wanting to cause harm. But the thing is, most time you can get those people when you show them that you hate them, but you don't hate them, or they hate you, they can turn around and start loving you. But the most important thing is not me, it's loving themselves. And I think most people aren't really gathering this. It's, hey, what's up, Joshua? Hey, what's good? You just popped up. How you doing, brother? Hey, Rip Lloyd. This thing it's a beautiful thing. I see people who are intimidated, but they want to teach, right? I always say, well, how can you be intimidated and you want to teach? If you can only just teach information, you're not really doing nothing you're not doing for the common good of self. You're seeking you're seeking, it's an arbitration of an agreement that you have with yourself when you came into this world. Okay, let's keep it plain and blunt. So whatever you've walked through in this life, whatever you walk with, they created these certain conditions and symptoms, and whatever you may want to call them. You have to remove the patterns of the negativity that you still harbor. And a lot of people will sit there and act like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Well, that's their first mistake, because you see the position they're in, and it's not with admonishment or one to bully them. It's like, okay, when you're ready to come around, I'm always here. My arms are wide open. Doesn't mean that you can get $100 bill or you can get a hug. What I'm saying, I'm going to help you to speak those things into reality, because you have to manifest it. I know a lot of people who are hard on drugs, and they turned around, and in a period of time required for them to get wherever they needed to be, to start speaking self-affirmations and walking through these things that most people don't get who didn't do drugs. Okay? Some of them are 7 figures a year, own 5 cars, and they are, to me, not to beat up if any of y'all come and see this, that is covering something else that is fractured. And I'm not here to share hate. That is something that they, like I said, for every consequence, remember the last principle, for every action, there's a reaction. Okay? And just because there's a lag doesn't mean that it's not going to come back and catch up to you. I love my the ones I help bring into this world. I love my wives. First one you heard me talk like this hate, that was just a show. She might have seen it. She's got to better herself. I love her. I love my second wife. I love my mother. I have no hate. I forgave myself a long time ago and forgave them. So why would I be obtuse? You heard me talk about my daughter. Man, I forgave them. Thing is, they got to learn how to forgive themselves. Look, if you're going to say, I'm walking on sunshine, woo-hoo, yeah, man. And I know a lot of people have a hard time. Hey, no, Josh, man, you have a hard time putting a like up there, bro? You want to come in here talking about what's up, Nelly? Boy, you better get a like up on there, man. I need them likes, man, so we can beat this album. It's not like I got 1,000 people watching. Like, bro. Anyway, I want y'all to watch this from the beginning, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go sit back for about an hour. It's just so, come on at about 10. You know I love y'all. I got to put your shirt top, boy. So about 10:48, I'm going to be back on, and we're going to read Heaven Bearers. We're going to go to Exposing the Expositions, because doing I got you, man. That's messing. And the mud fight. And I've read enough now. I think that everything is in the right place to explain things. Remember, this is all for teaching purposes. This is what you do and what you want to find later. And you know, I got a bunch of books yesterday. I ordered 3 books. I didn't do it because I didn't come on and read. I ordered 3 books. They ran about $65. So I had to withdraw the money, and it's $150. I'm waiting for 2 more books. One is $32 and the other one's $29. And the 7th one that I actually, I think it's like, it's 24 something. I'll show them later on when I come on. But anyway, these were excellent books. You know what I'm saying? I just want to have a new diatribe of books I'm reading, and then we can get to the older books, the much older books. I appreciate the donations that help me purchase these books. I'm not rich. I am rich, actually. But I'm saying phonetically, I don't look, because otherwise I let my drop $1 million in my account, and I don't want that. See, there's a difference of what people want in this world. I'd rather be with 5 cents in my pocket and 20 days to know that I've got more than enough food to exercise to eat, and that I can sustain even for a week without. I'm that type of person. I've been allowed to illuminate myself in a different way that doesn't ostracize myself to the point where it's a detriment. So that way I'd be something to plagiarizing myself. No, phonetically I am that way. I seek betterism. I can't share it all with you. I seek what is right for me. And I have to. And you just trust in yourself that I'm telling you the truth. I seek, because even with all the things we want to give energy to the opposite of beauty, there's still so much beauty. Even with the things that I've taught and I spoke about, I still speak about them. Yes, the food is poison, this, that, and other. But do you let those things mediate your emotions? If your feelings and emotions aren't bound to truth, then that perilous journey of self-abuse you'll be on, like so many are all the time. It's GMO. Okay, so you're going to keep taking it in? Or are you going to mitigate a way to deal with it in a different manifestation? Or be benevolent, be benevolent yourself. Excuse me, tongue twisters. I'm only asking because it's self-beneficial, it's self-benefiting. And I'm not going to lie to you. This right here is a powerful, like the gut, fiber cleaning. It's like stop putting fluoride. Even though they put fluoride in a lot of things now and it's not even spoken about, you can still decalcify. You are capable of so much more. I'm going to give some shout outs. I'm going to lay back and listen to some jazz. I'm going to pick out my little Christmas movies I want to watch. Oh, yeah, hey. I ain't getting no tree. I was joking, y'all. I don't do that, okay? Nothing wrong with it, Brian. You direct your energy. Nobody else does. And not the perilousness of religiosity. Religiosity messes a lot of people up. Let me give some shout outs to my beloved team, my brothers and my Sidanelli, my Dagmanatini, my Intiks and my Nafkis, my Nijis. Rondo, beloved brother Benji, Grand Elevations, I love you guys. Oh man, you got Mullen and Sorrel. There's Sorrel in there. It's a blend. It's excellent. Excellent. Some beets so I can make them turmeric, ginger root. Yo, turmeric's good in it too. I just don't use that. I actually do turmeric shots. I'll do that about later on after I do my first reading. I'll do it. I like to change it up to turmeric shot. No, actually today's the second day I'm supposed to do it because yesterday was the first day after I took a few days off. So a couple of days off, day or two, whatever. And I'll do it later on, so I like to do it different times of the day too. Ray Floyd, hey, what's up, beautiful? Oh, nice scoop trays, of course, with toothpicks. Yeah. Only problem is if you don't, I like to eat mine kind of quick when it's ice. I like cold, you know. And what happens is it get on you. If you don't wear no white t-shirt, don't wear no t-shirt. Don't. Oh no. And if you got shoes on, don't get it on. It's like suede or something. Oh no. Alexander, oh, you see Alexander? He's something else, man. Big old self. Well, yeah, Papa. He's trying to be funny. Damn, Clark. What's going on, family? I know you're in the process of positive changes, hon. I know it. Joshua Northern, it's good to see you, though, fam. I was never popular in school or growing up, but I remained true to me, and now people are gravitating towards me. Yeah, okay. Man, the hell with school. I love it, though. I love you. Good. Watch it from the beginning, too. Caramel, what's going on, family? I was just breaking some things down, fam. I don't know if you got to watch it from the beginning, but you know, they're always doing the rolling notification blackout. I shared your other video, the one you did this morning. That one was banging. Y'all got to check it out. The one he did this. If y'all got Facebook, I shared it to Facebook. I don't know if I shared it to some people. I shared it to some of y'all's chats. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Because I was watching it when you was doing it, actually, bro. He mass shares like I do things, but let me see if I share the chats. I want to make sure. Well, I got 14 notifications. Tolo, where you at? Grand Elevations. Let me see.
Grand elevation. Grand elevation.
You can send a heart back. Green heart. Y'all know I send green hearts. Hold on, excuse me. Grand Elevations. I missed that. You know, I was running around taking care of stuff. I'm doing a live right now. But anyway, love you, sis. All right, let me see here. What else? All right, she liked it. Yeah, Camille, I did send it out. Yeah. And I sent my stuff out too, I think. Yeah, I just want to make sure I did. So anyway, he sent out, the one he did is, I can't pronounce the word, Hayacolato or something like that, archaeological sites in Mexico, 250,000. They're finding more digs. And he did a fabulous thing on it. Let me show you what it looks like. Excuse me. It's, I actually was watching it again when I was taking a shower this morning. This is my boy Caramel. This is it right here. Man, let me tell you something. I love the way the brother sits back. And see, when you start doing things, you manifest these things. And when you seek truth in things, all right? And our brother's from Costa Rica. Well, he's American, but it doesn't matter. That's correct. I hate all that separating stuff, all right? But fabulous. So y'all follow him and check him out, okay? I appreciate everybody that comes over. That's what we do, all right? Westside Cool It, original Lone Wolf. There's a bunch of people that do things on here, okay? We you know, I'll tell you, Mac Mean, I love what he's doing in New York. You know, he's like the Charleston White of New York for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to have his story. But the thing is also how you manifest and how you've been benevolent. The benevolent, I would say, like, you always hear me saying, if you're going to be religious, live religious. Live the life to its fullest. Do not quarter step or half step. And do not argue. Because, see, I've read the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, everything back and forth. You do not argue. So when I see people on the corner doing all that hateful spewing and you burning fire, besides knowing a little more of history of this earth, the old world, the fact that I can't put a time stamp on how old we are, and the fact that we wore clothes and electric, I was telling people we had electric cars in 1831, hell, 1731. No, we didn't. Okay. I'm not here to prove nothing. I'm here to magnify self. I'm going to share the information, and for those who want to seek that information, they're going to seek it. If they want to know, they'll say, well, where's the reference to the sources? I will say, one, we're in a time to not give them energy that they're hiding a lot, as they've hid already. I said, what you know of Earth is not exactly what it is. We didn't run around in skin suits all day. That was because we were at peace for a very long time and we dropped our guard. Now you see the stack to which is very new and young. But if you only knew the truth, we were kings and queens beyond the scope of all ideology. Very structured, and we let go of our spiritual ways. For those who want to use the word spirit, it's indicates to light. We started walking a different path. Even though we believe we're still in the same, you can lose harmony and balance. You can walk out of step. That means out of tune. There is no auto tune. We allowed ourselves to compromise ourselves. And then we allowed individuals to dictate when we protected all of life, 1 billion army strong from outside or something that is back, that has paid attention and knew the situation that would have come to where we're at. But it also has that last part I was telling you about, the 7 principles, the lag. For every action, there's a reaction. It doesn't matter which way it goes. That's why I'm comforted. It matters not what happens. I don't think about tomorrow or yesterday. I look at right now, my state of being, and I magnify it. Okay? So we're going to come back in about an hour. We're going to read these 3 books because they're not my favorite. All my books are my favorite. So we're going to read again. We're going to read Heaven Bearers, okay? The Great Reset of 1834 and the Mud Flood. I've been around the world, so, the sea buildings built and established, and even 52, 798, 928, 536. I'm like, this is when these things were built. eradicates all the fake history you hear. But the thing is, you still, excuse me with the fake history, because I don't want to create stress within you. It eradicates it, but it allows you to start doing more research, and then you come and you meet people. You actually attract certain individuals to me. I got a young lady in England hit me up on my Gmail. You don't remember me? I would love for you. And I was like, oh, it's been like 30-something years. How are you? She sends a picture. Okay. Oh, no. I appreciate that. But no. Oh, I'm thinking about coming to England. Oh, that means you're jabbed up? No. I mean, coming to America. You're jabbed up. No, I love you. I remember you. Nah. I hope you come with a lot of money and some friends. And if you come to Arizona, I'll gun range and it's a wonderful thing. No. I was young. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, and so over there I met a lot of people and tried a lot. Anyway, and they showed me things. They took me into places that went like 5 or 6 levels down. I was like, what is that? What is that? And you don't lose that. So exposing the expositions. I love this revision by Howdy Mikowski, 1851 to 1950, which shows you that when I say long houses and wigwams, those were ceremonial. We were very traditional ceremonial people. Rhythmic. We are rhythm. It's been shared the world over, and now our people are losing it. I'm telling you to acquiesce. Whenever I see people crip walk, I hate that word. Whenever I see people doing their walks, right? They don't even know the traditions behind the origin of them. And the mud flood 101 helps with, which we deal with a premier on mud flood theory. And that way it keeps us in the safe window. I'm not alluding to any of this being a fact. I can only share from my perspective and have you acclimate so you can break the condition. You think what I'm saying? You know, we hold ourselves in a pattern that keeps us in certain, that I said you could free yourself from. You don't have to have those conditions and anything like that. Okay? Abracadabra. We speak it in a reality. Okay? Love y'all and respect. All right? Y'all have a grand day. See y'all in about an hour. About 45, 50 minutes.